Hey everybody, welcome to Advocate Information Highway. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke, and we have a very important topic for today's show, in which it is people who do not listen when people speak to them, and now these people are regretting it. So let's get into this. For a long time, these Trump supporters, they were told all these bad things that Trump is going to do when he gets into office, and they didn't want to listen. And they said, well, whatever Trump does, it's only going to affect the Democratic states. Eh, Wrong answer. Wrong answer. Because whatever he does, get ready for this. It affects all 50 states, all the states, Democratic and Republican states, all of them. Okay? So we said that when he does the deportations, okay, which they've been doing a lot of, that's going to affect the farmers. Because who are the ones that really work on the farms, picking the crops and stuff like that? Who are the ones? The immigrants. The immigrants. They're the ones who work on the farms. And now with these tariffs, which by the way, the tariffs that Trump is imposing, they're starting tomorrow. Just keep that in mind. They're starting February 1st. So with that being said, you know, prices are already high. Okay. So now take into consideration when there's nobody to really work on the farms, prices for groceries are going to go up. Now, when you add in the issue of the tariffs, prices for groceries are going to skyrocket. They don't just go up; they skyrocket to the moon. That's not just for Democratic states, ladies and gentlemen. That's for all 50 states, Democratic and Republican states. Okay. Now, we just had another issue with that freeze that happened, and we people, the Trump supporters were told that at some point the Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security are going to be on the chopping block. Now, with this freeze that just happened, okay, luckily, Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid were basically saved for the most part. But they were really saved. They were actually predominantly saved. So, but here's the thing: even though they were saved this time around, it doesn't mean that they're going to be saved later on down the line. The Republicans and Trump, and they're kicking this can down the line, meaning that later on down the line, they're going to put Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid on the chopping block. They just didn't want to do it this time around. So they're kicking the can to deal with that later on down the line. And what do I mean by later on down the line? Well, right now, Republicans don't want to do that because next year, in 2026, are midterm elections. And everybody seat that in the United States House of Representatives and in the United States Senate are up for grabs. Okay? So they want to push uh these issues later on down the line after those elections. Okay, because after those elections, those seats are then good for another 2 years. So they figure, we'll deal with it then. We'll deal with it after those elections because we're good for another 2 years. So, um, but that's why come next year for midterm elections, Republicans are not going to keep control of all three houses. They're going to lose control of at least one of the houses. Of at least one of the houses. They're going to lose that control. Okay? Because with all the screw ups that Trump is doing right now and what the Republicans are doing right now, so people are going to feel the squeeze. They're going to feel the squeeze, especially, with the groceries and with healthcare coverage. Listen, we told these people, we told these Trump supporters, we told these Republicans, this is what's going to happen if Trump gets into office. Okay? Now, all the firings that Trump already did, what does that lead to? That leads to unemployment skyrocketing. Unemployment's going up with all the firings that Trump is doing. Hmm. And we told the people, they were told, this is what's going to happen. Unemployment's going to go way up, way up. They didn't want to listen. Okay. So, like I said, grocery prices are going to skyrocket to the moon. Now that, with these deportations, okay, because that leaves uh really no workers on the farms. So farmers are going to be hit big time, and that's going to lead to increased grocery prices. Now with the tariffs added into that, okay, with tariffs added into that, the prices for groceries are going to skyrocket. They're going to skyrocket. We told them. They were warned. And now but people are very scared about losing their Medicaid and stuff like that. We told them. They were warned. They were warned. So people have to remember this come next year in 2026. So if you want to save your Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid, if you want prices to drop on your grocery prices and stuff, get more Democrats in, get the Democrats to control at least one of the two chambers of Congress, because that's the only thing that's going to save them. The only thing. So you got to think. You got to think. So, but anyways, I wanted to tell my fans out there some good news. For in regards to my show Equality and Rights for All that I host on Spreaker.com, I received an email from the founder of FeedSpot in which he told me that my show Equality and Rights for All has been selected by their panelists as one of the top 30 social political podcasts, in which on that list, my show Equality and Rights for All is actually number 15 on that list, which it is a great honor and a privilege. And again, I want to say thank you to the founder of FeedSpot. Thank you so much. And I also want to thank the panelists of FeedSpot as well. Thank you guys so much. It is a great honor and a privilege to have my show Equality and Rights for All on that list of the top 30 social political podcasts. And that my show Equality and Rights for All is actually number 15. It's up there. So it's an honor and a privilege to have that. So again, thank you, FeedSpot. Thank you so much. And if you guys want to check out that list, because FeedSpot is wonderful. It's actually wonderful. So if you want to check out that list of the top 30 social political podcasts, go to podcast.feedspot.com/. social underscore political underscore podcast forward slash. And that way you guys could check out that whole list. And before I go, I want to remind all my fans out there about my website, Advocate Information Highway. The link to there is AIHNY.com. Again, that is AIHNY.com. You guys can check out all the pages on there. And if you go to the store page of my website, you will see two links on there. One of those links is to my internet store on Zazzle.com. If you click on that link and go to my internet store on Zazzle.com, you'll see all the products that I designed and that are up for sale on my internet store on Zazzle.com. And by the way, I just designed um, like 9 or 10 brand new products. You guys can check out all those products, all the new ones, all the ones, of course, that have been on there originally. So you guys can check out all that stuff. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.